Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your broadcaster speaking for today's game. Server is open, and we await the first pitch, and we'll be back with you shortly. The teams are about to be selected for today's game. So we will stay on hot mic for a minute. Milwaukee versus Seattle in this second game of the series. Yesterday, Milwaukee was shut out by a score of, Milwaukee shut out Seattle by a score of 5-0. With Sins, who is the losing pitcher. Same is about to be loaded here. The lineups are being finalized. First pitch will be with us shortly, and when the lineup is announced, you will have a visual for the first time today. Expect the leadoff batter to still be Jaxo. Curious to see. Usually it's Bellinger and Villanares back to back. I always like seeing Pikachu and Notre Dame back to back. They work pretty well. Other than that, it's really anyone's placement. Can expect Owen towards the bottom of the order. Still climbing his way out of the slump. And, we will see. Milwaukee are in their cream blue, and Seattle in their traditional purple for today. So, a nice color bash here in Milwaukee. Apologies if you hear the fan. I'm on a different computer than usual. I left it at my dorm. Villanares is leading off today. First pitch is on your way. You're live. Oh, I forgot F9 opens that. I have to change that keybind. Hotkeys. Sure, F7 will be fine. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright. Villanares is batting first. And B-A-2-K-X. I'll figure out how to pronounce that name later. Is in on the mound. First pitch is in there for a strike, and this game's underway. Villanares has had a penchant for hitting the ball well when no one's on, so I hope that issue is remedied. It's a delay in the action here. Pitcher stepped off the mound. It's resuming his left-handed spot. Here. Long time. Here's the pitch now. It's on its way. And that was a real curve. Fouled away by Villanares. First base side. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch now. Taken now, low and outside for ball one. Here in Milwaukee, there's no real center seat, so we're just kind of standing in the middle of everything slightly off to the left. 1-2 now is swung on and missed. Strike three. Down goes Villanares. Now here's Bellinger. Bellinger has been pretty fortunate to hit well with men on, typically. One reason, of course, Villanares Jackson occasionally. And sometimes the men 8-9 do their bit. That first pitch is drilled up the middle. It is off the wall. The center fielder is up with it, and it's going to be a long single. So that ball hit on the frozen rope. Jaxo is batting third. Former leadoff man. So Bellinger, whack, gives the ball a good ride. Just missed a home run here in Milwaukee. Oh, Steam notification. Oopsie. 1-1 on Jaxo. What's the pitch now? Check swing, but in the zone, strike 2. And down on strikes. So here's Notre Dame. Oh, 1 the count. Oh, and 2 now. Back. I don't know. Baxt? Back? I'll just call him back. It's easier that way. Strike 3, down he goes. So Bellinger strikes out. Bellinger singles. Jaxo strikes out. Notre Dame strikes out. No runs. 1 hits. 1 hit. No errors. 1 left. Score after 1/2 an inning as Seattle nothing and Milwaukee come in to bat. First batter is Minkov. Pitcher yet to take the mound. I believe it is Vallenares. I didn't see. Still dancing around there. There is Vallenares with a roughly league average ERA at 5.9, 5.6. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. First pitch to Milwaukee coming up here. Taken for a ball. Strike 1 now. What a 1 on its way. Swing and a miss. He was over it. So pitcher has Minkov here in a hole. Good to get the leadoff man out always. Left fielder dancing back and forth. 1 and 2 now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him to chase outside. Brings up Mad Knight. Batting 448. Takes the first pitch for a ball. And that is crushed to dead away center field. That ball is off the scoreboard and gone for a home run. Home run for Mad Knight. And Milwaukee take the early 1-0 lead. Vallenares tagged for the 12th time this season. And Milwaukee's first hit is its first run. And here is Faye Seymour. Seymour, 379 hitter. Left-handed batter, right left-handed pitcher. Belinares already down 1-0 here. Check swing over the plate. Strike one. Taken inside for an even count here. One's down the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 away. 1-0. Milwaukee. That is taken low for ball 2. It's a real tough pitch. Good take by Seymour. 2-1 now. 3-1, and the hitters count. I wouldn't expect a walk. We've seen how detrimental walks have been to the Seattle pitching staff. Almost every time they walk, they give up a hit or even a home run. So 3-1 now. On its way. Taken, strike 2, and you knew he was going to throw a strike. So count is full here. First full count of the game. And the pitch now. Ground ball to second base off. The runner does not run it out. And he's retired. 4-3. Brings up World Nut. Batting 341. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher still. Belinares on the mound. Gets it out right after surrendering a home run. First pitch is curving outside. Ball 1. Bit of inappropriate action there down the home side dugout. I apologize for the children at home. You have to witness that. Taken again for ball 2. And the pitcher gives him an intentional pass. Did not want to face him. It brings up Freeman. Batting 420. Left-handed batter. Man on first. Here's the pitch. Ball. Missed the high and outside corner. 1-0 now. Inside, ball 2. Here is lifted out to shortstop, who makes the diving play to end the inning. Minko strikes out. Midnight homers. Faye Seymour grounds. Second to first. World Nut is intentionally passed, and Freeman pops a shortstop. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Score after 1 inning is Milwaukee 1, Seattle 0. And here's Baggio coming to bat in the 5th position to open up this top half of the second. He fouls the first pitch down the third base set. Pardon me. It's 0-2 now. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Greg Zucchini, certainly not a good batsman. 0-77. One and 0 the count. Swing and a miss. For strike 1, he was underneath it. Check swing, did not go round, ball 2. Zucchini could sure use a hit here. 077 is certainly not the place you want to be. That is fouled. Back into the right. So he was a little out in front of it, to say the least. 2-2 now. There's a pitch. It's over the top. Strike 3. And here is Velpix, who I believe was acquired in a trade, if I remember correctly, from Washington in the middle of that 2-game series, which was split. Or perhaps I'm mistaking him for someone else. I believe I am. Count is 0-2 on Velpix. And here it comes. Take it inside. Ball 1. Something of pertinent information is AJ is a beast. It was traded to San Francisco today at noon Central. So that is a bounding ball to the first baseman. Now taking himself to end the inning. That ends the saga. He was complaining very publicly that his Baltimore team was not doing very good. And, well, he got his wish. He was traded off the team. So Baggio strikes out, Greg Zucchini strikes out, and Velpix grounds unassisted to first base for the top half of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. And the score remains 1-0 in favor of Milwaukee. Here's Suk Naldo. Batting in the 6th position for the Honey Badgers. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Belinaris is still out on the hill. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 is on its way. It's blown away. Taken again. Ball 2. Working up the count on the Seattle pitcher. 20 pitches and only an inning pitch so far. Pitching to the leadoff man in the second. Fouled away. Left field stands. 2-2 the count. Here it comes. Check swing, did not go around, inside. So if count is full at 3-2 to the leadoff man, Suknalu. Batter calls time. Dances around like a wet hen. Steps back in. Couple swings here. Awaits the pitch. Here it comes. Kick, wind, delivery. Is grounded softly. The third baseman, the pitcher, are charging. The pitcher has the ball. He throws. It's in time. It's a real good fielding play there by Villanaris. The third baseman would not have got him in time. He had to go to the third base side of the mound. Bissett is in for the 7th position. So a 1-3 ground out. Pitcher to first base. And that was a bang-bang play. Villanaris handiwork off the hill with the glove. Pitchers are athletes too. 2-0 and Best steps out. Left-handed batter awaits the 2-0. It comes quick here. It's hit out to center field. That is in play. That is off the wall. Center fielder is with it. The throw comes into second quickly. It's a long single for Bissett. Here is to Silrug, who you can't hear it or will get copyrighted. Has an incredible walk-up for a batter batting 1-1-1. That's 1 hit per 9, and he belts that to left center. And he's 2 for 10 now. Bissett is rounding first and heading to third. To Silrug will stay at first. So 2 hits here. Runners at the corners and only 1 away. Milwaukee already leading 1-0. So here is a pitcher back, batting properly in the 9th position, as a good pitcher should. Runners at the corners, down the heart of the plate, strike 1. The 250 man awaits. Swing and a miss. A poor hack there. Chance to get out of this inning here. Strike out the pitcher. Get the first man out. That was Minkow. He struck out swinging. On deck. Pick off into the third base foul territory. So here is 0-2. Pick off at first base. Runner was not even moving. First baseman's not on the bat. Wasting time here. 0-2 pitch to the 9-hole batter. Villanaris kicks, winds, delivers. Ball inside. So a whole lot of nothing for 2 pickoffs. Third baseman playing a bit shallow here, expecting a bunt. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 now. Strike 3. Got him. Brings up Minkov. Minkov struck out swinging in the first, and it hits that ball out to left field. The left fielder was ranging back. He'll have to play it on the hop. A run will be in. Runners at first and second now. And 2 away. Here's Midnight. Solo home run off the scoreboard in center field. His last time up. So, an RBI single for Minkow. It scores Bassett. To Solrug moves to second. 1-0 on the home run man. Score is 2-0 now in favor of Milwaukee. And now it's even at 1-1. Midnight, beautiful swing. And you knew it was gone. 2-1. Slow my volume a bit. 2-1 on its way. Ball 3 now. Outside. Chance to fill the bases for Faye Seymour. Grounded weakly, second to first, his first time up. Hitters count here for the home run man. Here's the pitch. It is taken. Strike 2. Count is full. Batter calls time and walks to the dugout. Steps off the apologies. Villanaris. Full count. Runners may be in motion. They are not. That is hit out to left field. That will be taken on the bounce. There's a throw in from left field. And the runner is safe at third. Base paths are filled now. It is to Silrug on third base. Minkow at second. Midnight at first base. Milwaukee leading 2-0 and threatening for more. Seymour battling the full count before grounding second to first. First strike is in on the outside part. Oh, 0-1 here. Tough spot for Villanaris this early on. already surrendered a run in the inning. 0-2 now. He may get out of it as quickly as he got into it. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3! He froze him. So, Siok grounds pitcher to first. Bassett singles. The Silberg singles. Back strikes out swinging. Minkow RBI singles. Mad Knight singles. And Face Seymour strikes out looking. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors. 3 left. The score after 2 full innings is Milwaukee 2, Seattle nothing. Coming to bat is Puerto Rican. And his first pitch is skied foul down the first base side. Top of the 3rd inning. Milwaukee ready out on the warpath. One and one now. You're listening to the Seattle Electronic Sports Network, broadcasting here from Milwaukee. 1-2, he swung on and missed it. Appear to have a player on the Seattle side messing around as there's a weak ground ball to second base. The charge was in time. 4-3. Here's Gabriel plays. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Back is on the mound, still working this 3rd inning here. Gabriel plays a solid contact hitter. Not much pop. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. Outside for ball 2. Pitcher steps off the mound. Pitcher retakes the mound. And I guess we're ready. I don't know what was going on. 2-1 the count on Gabriel. It was taken for a ball. So a hitter's count here for Mr. Plays. 3-1 and 1 away. On deck is Velinaris. Strikeout swinging to open the game. It's 3-2, a swing and a miss. So you know they're going to throw a strike here. They always seem to. 4:38 batter awaits. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Seattle getting mowed down as of now. 6 of their 9 outs here have been by way of strike. 6 of their 8, sorry, not 6 of their 9. Ground ball. 3rd base. On the throw, on the money. Puerto Rican ground, 2nd to 1st. Gabriel plays, strikes out. Bellinars grounds third to first. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. Score after 2 1/2 innings remains Milwaukee 2, Seattle nothing. Milwaukee coming to bat with World Nut. World Nut was intentionally passed, and he'll be intentionally passed again here to open the third inning. So early base runner. Personally, not a strategy I recommend, but then again, I'm not playing, I'm just commentating. Certainly would be at least batting 050. You know, everyone can hit. It's the bottom half of the third. Seattle still with 1 hit. Milwaukee 2 runs and 5 hits. Freeman, left-handed batter, awaits the pitch from Bellinars. Here it comes. Taken for a ball low. What to know now? Laid out there. Shortstop can't make the play. World Nut is at second base, and Freeman is aboard with a single. Freeman almost got robbed by the shortstop for the second time. And Cio Canaldo is batting. Was unlucky to ground, pitch it at first. He was robbed of the hit as well, an infield single. Batting here for the second time in as many innings. Takes the first pitch for a ball. So 2 on and nobody out. Bottom half of the third. Milwaukee leading 2 to nothing. Out hitting Seattle tremendously. Seattle has struck out 6 times in 9 at-bats. Milwaukee only struck out 3 times in, well, let's see here, 14 at-bats. So 2-0 the count now on Sucanaldo. Looks to play a couple RBIs here. Takes the first strike of that bat. That was on the outside half of the plate. That's a weird way to spell queen. 2-1. 3-1 inside. Sick cannot be troubled to lift the bat off his shoulder. 3-1. Hit out to right center field. That will split the outfielders. World Nut is heading home. And Freeman is right behind him. It's a double. And Freeman will stay at third, actually. So an RBI double for Sucanaldo. Scores World Nut, who was intentionally passed to open the inning, mind you. On an empty count. Here's Best. Batting with 2 in scoring position. The score is 3-0 Milwaukee. That is hit up the middle, and that will plate 2 runs. I may not. Runners at the corners. That is my apologies. Boss with an RBI single. Brings up to Silrug, who singled in the second inning. So it is Sook at third base to Silrug, right-handed batter. Pitcher is coming in here. There were no outs recorded in this inning by Bellinars. So Jaxo will pitch. Bellinars responsible for the 2-on. Please stand by. There's the score line as Bellinars exits the game pitching. Now it looks like he's about to get back on the rubber. It's Feldpucks. What is the hell is happening? So Bellinars will retake the rubber, it seems. They're just fooling around there, wasting time. Norris back on the mound. We'll resume our feed. Quick pitching here to Silrug. After the delay, I think Jaxo was supposed to pitch. Not sure what happened. But nonetheless, here's to Silrug. 0-2 now. Norris gets to get an out in this inning. He's given up 4 runs. I miscounted or misfilled in my information. It's 4-0. 2 runs in this inning, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the first. Seattle only 1 hit. Takes the first pitch of first ball of the at bat. Some scoring information as there's something else on. It's more worldwide impact. NFC divisional playoff. Seattle is leading 17-6 over San Francisco at the 2-minute warning. Seattle scored on a kickoff as that ball is hit. The left fielder not paying attention. It will fall. In to score as Sook. RBI single for Silrug. Left fielder caught napping. And back, the pitcher, Smith and Jigba had a touchdown. Myers had a field goal. And it's just 2 field goals for Eddie Pinheiro in the second quarter. That's the scoring for Seattle. Seattle's driving within San Francisco territory here. So that's hit out to left field, and the left fielder is way too far away to get it. That ball will fall. Best is around second and heading home. The throw came into second, and now there is runners at second and first. RBI double for back. I remind you that Villanaris is still on the mound. He is exiting the mound. He's yet to get out this inning, and he very well will not. So, Best scored. Gabriel plays now, coming in for mop-up duty. New York Rangers beat the Philadelphia Flyers 6-3 in hockey. Current scores in the second period: Montreal 3, Ottawa 4, Carolina 2, New Jersey. Carolina. It's updated. Montreal trailing Ottawa 5-3. 5 minutes left in the third. Carolina leading beat New Jersey 4-1. Blue Jackets and Penguins 3-3 in overtime. Panthers 5, Capitals 2. End of the third period coming up. Maple Leafs and Jets go to overtime, tied at 3 apiece. Bruins and Blackhawks tied at 2 in the second period. And Utah beat Seattle 6-3. 1-0 on Minkov. It's a massacre over here in Seattle. So Villanaris responsible for all 6 runs, by the way. And he's dished up 10 hits. As that's hit out to second base. It's caught. There will be no tag. First out of the inning by Minkov. Brings up Mad Knight. Singled in the second inning. So Villanaris goes 2 innings because he doesn't get out of that inning. He gives up 10 hits, and we're yet to see how many runs he gives up. He struck out 3. He walked 2, and they were both intentional as that is hit down the right field line. Those runs are Villanaris's. 1 is in. It's a silt rug. Around comes back the pitcher, and it's a massacre here. So Gabriel. That ends today in Vallenares. He has given up 8 earned runs. Score is 8-0. We have a forfeit on our hands. 0-1 the count on Seymour. That's Mad Knight doubled there. He's a triple away from the cycle. It's very possible I can get it. So Gabriel now responsible for all outs upcoming, as there's a bit more unpleasant behavior behind us in the home dugout. On deck circle. 1-1 the count. Hit up the middle to dead away center. It is caught at the track. The runner is tagging from second and is safe at third. So World Nut will make it go to the plate for the second time in this inning. He is a first at bat potentially. Very very disgusting scene. Six hits in this inning thus far. Seattle in an 8-0 hole. World Nut on the mound. At the bat. Gabriel on the mound. Here's the 0-2. Ball inside. Toronto wins in overtime over Winnipeg, 4-3. 1-2 pitch on its way. Ground ball to second base. Plays it deep. The throw is over and in time. That will end the inning by the grace of whatever deity you wish to please. 6 runs on 6 hits. No errors. 1 left. Score after 3 innings. Milwaukee 8. Seattle nothing. Bellinger up to bat. Top of the 4th inning. Strike 1 now. Oh, it's the type of game that puts you to sleep. Here are the standings in the English Premier League today. West Ham won their first in 10, defeating Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Sunderland continue their surprise climb up the table, defeating Crystal Palace 2-1, Texas Leaguer for Bellinger. Liverpool was denied by a late Burnley goal. Liverpool won, Burnley won. Leeds further escaped up away from relegation, beating Fulham 1-0 at Elland Road. Chelsea ran riot over Brentford. Chelsea 2, Brentford nothing. Manchester United won this leg of the Manchester Derby, defeating Manchester City 2-0. And Nottingham Forest took a hard-fought point against league leaders Arsenal. 0-0 was the score at the City ground. Here's Notre Dame nerd, because that was a line out to first base by Jaxo. Bellinger stands on first with a single. Notre Dame nerd hits that one out to right. That is hooking foul. And mighty foul it was. See some other fun facts of the day. Real Madrid made up for their tragic defeat to a second division team in the Copa del Rey, defeating Levante 2-0. Mallorca on a Vedat Mariki hat-trick. The Kosovan striker put Mallorca over Athletic 3-2. Real Osasuna beat Real Oviedo, who were bottom in the league, 3-2. And Real Betis beat Villarreal 2-0. Villarreal had a player sent off in that match. And there's a second out of the inning. Notre Dame out on strike. Here's Baggio. In the Bundesliga, Dortmund beat St. Pauli 3-2. Bayern Munich beat Leipzig 5-1. Cologne beat Mainz 2-1. Hamburg and Mönchengladbach battled to a 0-0 draw. And Hoffenheim beat Leverkusen 1-1. And Wolfsburg drew with Heidenheim 1-1. One on Baggio. In Serie A, Italian soccer, Udinese was defeated by Inter Milan 1-0. Napoli beat Sassuolo 1-0. And Cagliari put an upset over Juventus. And as Baggio strikes out at the end of the inning, Cagliari beat Juventus, the old lady, 1-0. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Score after 3 1/2 inning remains Milwaukee 8 and Seattle 0. 2 strikeouts in the inning for pitcher back. Freeman steps in. He's 1 for 3. He singled in the 3rd inning. Africa Cup of Nations, by the way. Egypt and Nigeria were playing. It went to penalties after extra time. Score was 0-0. Sorry, after 90 minutes. They did not play extra time. Both Mohamed Salah and Fisayo, pronounce that name. Fisayo Dele Bashiru missed their penalties to open. Nigeria made their next 4. Omar Manouche missed the second. It was saved. And Nigeria take the 3rd place title. Ground ball to 3rd base. Africa Cup of Nations final will be with you on tomorrow, January the 18th. That is hit straight in the air to deadaway center. It is Senegal versus Morocco. That was caught, by the way. But on the 4th, Seattle miraculously have their second hit of the game. That is hit over the head of the 3rd baseman. Cannot make the catch. So 12th hit for Milwaukee. And now here's the Silrug. Silrug had an RBI single in the 3rd inning, and a single came around to score in the 2nd inning. Also scored in the 3rd inning. For that, as that is fouled to the right field side. It's a massacre here. Let me find out what the mercy rule is. One and one of the Silrug. Rifle to left field. That is off the wall. Freeman. Bassett is rounding 3rd. It will stay there. So, runners at the corners. Hit to... It falls, the pitcher is with it, makes the play. Gabriel gets up the inning without allowing any damage. No runs on 2 hits, no errors and 2 left. Score after 4 full innings. Milwaukee 8, Seattle nothing. Top half of the 5th. No, Mercy Rule 1. If a team has 10 plus runs after the 5th and the other team has less than 9, that's a forfeit, as Greg Zucchini. Lions to shortstop. Velplex is up. If a team is winning by 15 plus wins after the 5th, it is a mercy. If the PM requests to end and informs the director, it must meet the Rule 1 condition, as that is a ground ball short to first in time. So, looks like we're not going to have a mercy unless Milwaukee scores 2 or 7 after the 5th inning. So 0-2 the count. Hit foul. We'll do it again. Kenneth Walker scored with 36 seconds left in the first half. Score is Seattle 24 and San Francisco 6. 2-score ball game. No, 18 points is a 3-score ball game. I've been given a report as Puerto Rican makes out. No runs, no hits, no errors, nothing left in the top half of the 5th. Bo Nix is out for the season with a broken ankle. I was, funny enough, just looking at the Broncos' backups, more out of curiosity. So Bo Nix must have finished the game with a broken ankle. That is good for him. And Justin Allen. Josh Allen's season was over as well as a result. So the Broncos' second backup quarterback is Jarrett Stidham. Sam Ellinger will be the backup, as that is Pop to pitcher. And there's one down. Here's Matt Knight, 3 for 3 today. Triple away from the cycle. What, 2-0 now? Here's a pitch. Strike 1 now. Hit out and fouled. full count on Man Night. Hit up in the air. And caught to make the second out. Gabriel is pitching well and mop up as of now. Gave up a little traffic in the third inning. But face Seymour now. Ball one. Just want to make sure that I recorded it right. Gabriel plays, yeah. Bellinar's responsible for all 7 runs, as that's a Texas leaguer. Seymour with another hit. In there safely with a double. So it says back walk someone, but I don't know where. As that is gone. 2-run home run. That will make it a 10-0 ball game. Sorry, wait, what? It says Bach has a walk, but he doesn't walk anyone. Interesting. Freeman, 0-1 now. Gabriel's pitching. Hit out to right field, and that will make the wall. It's going to be a triple. No, it's a double. Signaldo doubled in the third inning. Flew out to center field in the fourth. Fouled to left field and almost fair for a home run. One and one now. No, 2-1. Two and two. So here's the full count. Bounding ball to third. Collects and throws him out. Ends the inning. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Gabriel plays up here in the 9th. Looks like the mercy roll will come with 15 runs. That's my fault. I forgot he had less than 9. Back is still out there on the mound. Hundred to 92 is the score at Madison Square Garden. Phoenix playing the Knicks. That is a Texas leaguer to right field. First hit for Gabriel. Here's Valinares. And hit straight to third baseman. Oh, 1 on Bellinger. Hit out in front of the third baseman. He plays it on the hop. The throw comes over to first base. Is in time. Fielder's choice. Full squad is pinch hitting for Jaxo. This is his debut. Left-handed batter. So Jaxo goes 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the count is 0-1 on full squad. Pinch hitting in the 6th inning. Hit out to left field, and that is a base hit. Gabriel plays is rounding third and is heading home now. No, he's coming back. Full squad stays at first. Very lack of aggression here, despite being down by 10. Brings up Notre Dame, who was struck out twice and is looking to not have a hat trick here. Sorry. I have no idea what happened. 2-1 on best. Oh. Oh. Well, okay, I'm not feeling like calling this, so I'll just let the video run and we'll see. Well, that does it. 12 runs for Milwaukee, 8 hits for Seattle, and no runs. Final score from Milwaukee as they sweep the series. Seattle falls to 6-8. Milwaukee 12 runs on 21 hits. Seattle no runs on 8 hits. This is your broadcaster signing off, and good riddance.